Okay, be my guest. Give them another shake and let some drop out. Now, what fell out this time? Was it the same again or different?
Same.
So the copper coins fell out. Are you sure? Okay, this is the fun part. Throw the silver coins away. Don't need them anymore. How fun was that?
Brilliant.
It was good, right? I don't know why we play these mind games. Okay, so pick up one of the copper coins and I want you to just give it to me. Which did you give me, the one or the two?
One.
The one. Do you want to switch coins?
No.
Are you sure? Double sure? Okay, where did you throw those silver coins?
Over there.
Bang, it's gone as well. You've left yourself with one coin, 2p coin. Here's the fun part. Pick it up, flip it up into the air and catch it like you're playing heads or tails. Which way did it land? Head side up or tail side up?
Heads.
Do you want to flip again?
No.
Are you sure? Landed head side up. It's your last chance. Okay? In your mind, you don't have to do this bit for real. Just imagine taking a big black marker and writing an X on the head side just so you can lock in your choice. Just like you do on a voting slip. Okay, so you've done that now. You've got a big black X on the head side, yeah? Okay, so let's just go through this from the beginning. You started with 6 coins. You've got down to 1 coin. Every single time I gave you a chance to change your mind and do it again. And in one time you did.
Yeah.
And then you flipped and you decided which way it landed. And then you drew a big black X on it. So far, all of that has been imagination. Hand me the coin. This is reality, watch this. Bing. So we get a 2p coin. And just like in your imagination, there's a big black X on the head side. I don't know how you did that, but thank you. Liam, let's take a look at the explanation for the imagination game.
Let's do it.
So this is a version of Max Maven's proof positive plot. And obviously there was versions by David Parr and Eugene Berger had a good one, and John Bannon had a great one.
He had the best title as well.
He had the best title. Mine's kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
It was inspired by John's version, but I've noticed that with British coins, there's an aspect to them where 2 are copper and 4 are silver, if you count all the coins under £1.
Right.
And because of this, we can actually start with more coins than in the other versions, which are normally 2 or 3.
Yeah.
With one round of questioning, we can get from 4 to 2 because it's asymmetrical.
Yeah.
So this is quite a fun thing to do. Now, all you ever have to carry for this is 1 coin, and it's a British 2p on which you've drawn an X on the head side.
Right, okay.
And we'll come to that at the end. Now, that's going to start in your right-hand classic palm, if you're right-handed, with the ink side in towards the palm.
Right.
And it just starts there, it sits there throughout.
Yeah, sure.
So the way this is going to work, there's 3 rounds to deal with. In the first round, we're going to go from 6 coins down to 2, and that's going to be a mime shaken and dropping action.
Yeah.
Round number 2, we've got 2 coins. One is going to be handed.
And it's the
And one is
same
gonna be
Magician's
discarded.
Choice thing, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
And then round 3, we're down to 1 coin, and in that last round, the coin is flipped and caught and drawn on.
Yeah.
So in each round, we need to focus on the copper coin as being the target coin. That's the coin that we're going to take forward into each successive round. Okay, so that's all going to make sense as we go through it. So first round, this is classic palmed.
Yeah.
We say, Liam, you've got 6 coins in your hands. You've got a 1, a 2, a 5, a 10, a 20, and a 50. So all of the British coins under £1. Okay?
Yeah.
Imagine you're shaking the coins and some fall out. So this is what we want to do for the first part. You're going to have them shake all 6 coins and you're going to tell them that either the copper or the silver are going to fall out onto the table. It doesn't matter what they say because we're not going to qualify or give any meaning to that choice until after it's already been made, so we can give them a chance to change their mind.
That's what I like about this, because you give them a chance to change their mind at each stage.
It's so apparently fair because we're never going to actually say what each choice means until after it's already been made.
No, perfect.
So say for this, for the first round, we'll go with what happened in the performance where I think copper coins dropped out first.
Yeah, sure. So I shake them up and
So
I
imagine you shake
copper
and the drop coins fall out, the copper coins fall out onto the table. So you give them a chance to change their mind. Liam, do you want to pick everything up and shake again? And they can say yes or no. It doesn't make any difference for this at all.
Okay, so I'm going to go no.
You're going to go no.
That. Yeah.
Are you sure? You're happy with that? Okay,
yeah.
Just throw the silver coins away. And have them physically mine this because it's going to potentially make it a bit easier in a minute if we keep with the mime. So you've decided to be left with 2 copper coins.
Yeah.
Okay, pick up one of the copper coins and hand it to me. So now we're in the second round where we're going to have one of the remaining coins handed to me. So hand me whichever coin you want.
So I hand you the penny.
Okay, so if he hands me the penny, we want to get rid of this because we're taking the copper, the 2p coin into the next round regardless of what happens. So again, We're not going to qualify what this means. We're not saying pick or choose.
No, just hand
We're
me.
just saying hand me one.
Yeah.
So I say
And
to
then
you,
you're saying, do you want to change your mind?
would you like to switch coins?
So, yeah, sure.
You want to switch coins?
I'm miming it for some reason.
So
but
I've got the
done it.
2p coin.
Yes, you got the 2p coin now.
So this is particularly good because we're going to get rid of the 1p coin, and because we got rid of the silvers in the first round, we can now follow that up and it's consistent. So Liam, where did those silver coins go?
Back there
They
somewhere.
land there, throw the 1p away as well. So this is consistent. Now at this point in this game, I'm holding the imaginary 2p coin. So we're going to go into the third round, which is always a flip. In the previous round, if you'd have decided to hand me the 1p coin at the beginning and you didn't want to switch,
Yeah.
I would have mimed the same thing. I would have just thrown away the 1p with the silvers.
And then the 2p's just left on
And
the
the
table.
2p's left with you.
Yeah,
So how you
perfect.
handle the third round, which is a flip, depends on what happened in the second round. If Liam's left with the 2p coin, he's going to do an imaginary flip. If he handed me the 2p coin, I'm going to do an imaginary flip, and it's the same.
Yeah.
So let's say I've got the 2p coin. I flip it up and catch it. I say, Liam, what way did it land, heads or tails?
It landed tails.
Tails side up. Do you want me to flip again? And we can change it, see if it's different.
No.
Again, we're doing the same thing. We're offering them the chance to change their mind. It doesn't matter. We're not going to stick with it until after. So this time it's landed, what did you say?
Tails.
Tails side up. Are you sure this is the last chance you're going to get to change your mind?
Yeah, no, I'm happy with
So
that.
they finalise a decision. If they decide it landed tail side up, we're going to go with cancelling out the head side.
Right.
So I say to you, Liam, right, it landed tail side up. So now what I want you to do is, in your head, take a big black marker and cross out the head side so that even if you wanted to pick it at this point, you couldn't.
Nice.
And we end up with an X on the head side.
Yeah.
If he
Which
says-
proves that tails was chosen.
Exactly.
And then vice versa.
And if you say that it landed head side up, say, okay, what I want you to do is, in your head, take a big black marker and put a cross on your choice, just like you do on a voting slip.
No, nice. Yeah. that
So
works
either way,
way.
it seems like a logical choice that he's made, and it seems like that's the only way it could have gone. So in this case, you've put an X on the,
I went for
Head
tails
side.
up.
Tails
so I
up.
put an X on the head side.
and
Yeah.
there's an X on the head side, which is always the way it's going to be. This is why it was important to have the ink palm side in, because for the last round now, this has been sitting in classic palm the entire time, and you've kind of been holding out. During the last few rounds of script, I'm just going to do a really simple palm to palm transfer.
Right, okay.
So the classic palm coin is going to come over the finger palm area. So as I bring my hands together, this classic palm coin is going to go over the left finger palm area. So it just drops,
Yeah.
and the hands turn over and relax.
Yeah.
This is going to transfer from here to here. So I say, Liam, hand me the coin. I take that, pretend to have it in my right hand. There's a slight Ramsey subtlety going on in the left hand.
Yeah, nice.
That gets dropped in. And because of the way that was transferred, if we go through that from the beginning, it's ink side towards the palm. By the time the transfer is done, it's ink side up.
Right.
So if they selected that the tails was a result of the flip, by closing the hand, when you open your fist in a minute, it will show tails side up.
Right, nice. Yeah. And if not, you don't turn.
If not, it doesn't matter because the heads was the selection anyway. So
Yeah.
we're revealing that part last.
Perfect.
So we say, just like in your imagination, we have a 2p coin and it landed tail side up, and just like in your imagination, there's a big black X on the head side.
It's a lovely trick.
Obviously, if it was the other way around, that starts in the same position. During the last few lines of the trick, Liam, that was all imagination, this is reality. We take the coin, it goes in. You said you imagined a
If he heads
2p,
this time, yeah.
so you reveal the 2p part first,
Yeah.
and just like in your imagination,
You put a bit, yeah.
there's an X on the head side.
Yeah, it's great, man.
So to recap, first round, 6 coins, copper or silver drop out. We always throw away the silver.
Yeah, it's either because you're holding the silver so you chuck them,
Or the
or if
copper,
the silver
yeah.
drop out, you're holding the copper
That's exactly right.
ones.
So either way,
Yeah.
we're going to eliminate the silver. Second round, you hand me one. We'll give you a chance to change your mind, but we move forward into the third round with the 2p,
Yeah.
regardless of what happens. Third round, either you'll have the imaginary coin or I will. It gets flipped. Whether it's head side or tails doesn't matter because we're going to mark the head side anyway. That's what's going to be revealed, and that's how you end.
I think it's a great trick, man. I particularly like as well the fact that you've got a magic effect at the end. The other versions are prediction.
I think that's important, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's- if you've been holding out casually enough, which sometimes I struggle with, but if you've been doing it casually enough, no one suspects a coin. So that palm-to-palm transfer at the end with the appearance being magical, it's a nice visual moment to
Yeah.
what is normally an implicit plot.
Yeah, no, definitely. Great trick.
Thank you.
And of course, if people aren't into the coin moves or wanted to frame it differently, your method works perfectly as a prediction as well.
Yeah, you could just have it isolated out of sight somewhere, but somewhere where there couldn't be anything else in play. Make sure it's a single coin.
Yeah.
And you could do the entire thing as a prediction.
Perfect.